Hello folks, and welcome back to Practically Perfect Planning. My name is Maddie, and today we're going to be talking about Walt Disney World transportation. Now, while visiting the world, it's really hard to wrap your head around how many people are visiting at any one time. However, with 52 million visitors on average every year to Walt Disney World, it can get a little hairy with thinking about the logistics of getting everybody from place to place. However, Disney has a pretty substantial transportation system in place to make sure all of their guests get where they need to go while they are on their vacations. Today we're going to go over all of the major transportation options at Walt Disney World. We're going to help you guys know where they go, how they operate, and some of the pros and cons of each. Alright, if you're staying on Walt Disney World property, then the first mode of transportation you're going to come to is the bus system. Disney offers Magical Express. So once you arrive at the airport, you can go down to the concourse where they have the Magical Express station, and they will get you from the airport straight to your hotel. If you follow their instructions, they will even take care of your checked baggage as well. That way, you don't even have to worry about picking it up from baggage claim, and you can head straight to the Magic. Now, while at the resort on your vacation, you can take the buses from your hotels to the parks, and they run on about 20-minute intervals. You're also going to notice that the buses primarily go from resorts to parks. Now, if you're wanting to take a bus from your resort to a park, you're going to be able to take a bus starting 45 minutes before park opening, and it will end from your resort to the park about an hour before the park closes. And if you're trying to get from a park to your resort, know that that bus service is going to stop 2 hours after park closing. Alright, now if you want to get to a Disney water park from your hotel, that is going to start bus service 45 minutes prior to park opening. And then you won't be able to go to that water park from your resort an hour prior to the park closing. And then if you're trying to return to your resort, bus service is going to end 75 minutes after the park closes. Now note that the water park buses are going to run on 30-minute intervals instead of the normal 20 minutes to the rest of the parks. If you want to get to Disney Springs from your hotel, bus service starts 45 minutes before Disney Springs opens, and you cannot get from your hotel to Disney Springs after 1 a.m. If you want to return to your resort, you need to be on a bus by 2 a.m. Now, one thing that's very interesting, you can get one-way bus service from a Disney park to Disney Springs starting after 4 p.m. They stop doing that one-way trip at either 11 p.m. or 2 hours after the park closes, whichever one is earlier. There are buses that go from park to park, say you want to hop from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, and those buses are going to run on approximately 20-minute intervals as well. Now, there is no way to get from one resort hotel to another directly. Usually what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use a park or Disney Springs as a hub. So let's say I wanted to get from the Floridian to the Boardwalk. I could take the Floridian bus to Epcot, and then I could take a bus from Epcot to the Boardwalk. However, there may be some better options. One of those better options may be a boat. This is a really fun and unique way to travel around Disney property, and it can be really fun for your kiddos since this is probably something they don't get to do at home. You're going to be able to find water taxis and boats going to and from Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Disney Springs. Most boats operate on a 15 or 30-minute interval. Now, there are water taxis to the Magic Kingdom from the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, Fort Wilderness, and Wilderness Lodge. There's also a ferry that you can take from the Ticket and Transportation Center. Now, there's one giant loop that connects Epcot, Hollywood Studios, the Boardwalk, Beach Club, Yacht Club, the Swan, and the Dolphin. Then, if you want to take a boat to Disney Springs, you can do so from Old Key West, Saratoga Springs, or Port Orleans Resort. Alright, you probably know that you can drive around Walt Disney World if you rent a car. However, Disney does have their own car service, which they launched just a couple years ago, and it's called Disney Minivans. I mean, honestly, the marketing on that one is pretty darn cute, right? Now, these actually operate through the Lyft app, and you can call one through the Lyft app from your hotel and get from the hotel to wherever you want to go. And I highly recommend this method to get from resort to resort. However, this is not complimentary like you're going to find with the buses and the boats. So keep that in mind if you're trying to get from one place to another or you're planning your vacation. All right, now the newest method of getting around Walt Disney World is Disney's new Skyliner system. This is going to get you to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and there's going to be stations at the Riviera, Pop Century, Art of Animation, and Caribbean Beach Resort. Now, at the time of this recording, here's the map that we have. We don't know exactly all of the details on how you're going to be able to get from place to place, especially since the Riviera isn't supposed to be open until December. Once we know these details, we're going to do a whole video informing you on all the ins and outs of the Skyliner. All right, the last and probably my favorite mode of transportation at Walt Disney World is the monorail. This is a truly unique and Walt Disney inspired way of getting around the world. The monorail is going to connect Magic Kingdom with the Magic Kingdom resorts and is also going to have a line from the Magic Kingdom area to Epcot. All right, here's how the different lines work. In the Magic Kingdom area, you're going to actually have two circles. One's going to go one way, one's going to go another. Now, one side of these circles is going to be the resort loop, and you're going to stop at every single station on this loop. You're going to go from the Magic Kingdom to the Contemporary, the Polynesian, the Ticket and Transportation Center, the Grand Floridian, and then back to the Magic Kingdom. The other loop is going to be the Express Loop straight from the Ticket and Transportation Center to the Magic Kingdom. So let's say that you are driving in or you're coming from a different location and you just want to go straight to the Magic Kingdom from the Ticket and Transportation Center where you have to park. That is going to be the fastest way to get you to the Magic. All right, so if you want to take the monorail and you want to go from the Magic Kingdom area to Epcot, you're going to have to find that line at the Ticket and Transportation Center. So let's say I'm at the Magic Kingdom, I can take the Express line to the Ticket and Transportation Center, then I'm going to change lines to the Epcot monorail. That Epcot monorail ride is going to be about 15 to 20 minutes depending on how great the monorail is running that day. What I love about the monorail on this particular track is that the way the track is laid out, you actually go through a mini tour of Future World in Epcot. This is especially beautiful during Flower and Garden. I get some of my favorite photos and videos while circling Future World on the monorail. If you want to get to the Magic Kingdom from Epcot, you hop on that Epcot line, you go to the Ticket and Transportation Center, you switch and you choose either the resort or the Express line, and you can get to the Magic Kingdom or any of the resorts in the Magic Kingdom area. All right, so as you can see, Disney does have a very substantial transportation system in place with many different options to get you from location to location. However, to get from one place to another, the best method might actually be a mixture of all of these transportation options. The best way to really know how to get from one place to another is by using the My Disney Experience app. They actually have a navigation tool that you can use, and we go over in one of our videos. Definitely check out that video so that you can find out more on how to use this feature. Another thing that you're going to notice is the My Disney Experience app shows you guys bus arrival times for your resort. There's also giant screens at the bus stations that help you guys know. However, I have found that a lot of times these bus arrival times can fluctuate if they run into a delay of some kind, so just take that into account when planning to depart from your resort. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This series is brought to you by the Magic for Less travel agency. Their Magic Plus concierge service is designed to make you feel like a VIP while visiting the Walt Disney World resorts. Their agents have first-hand experience that is going to help you plan a vacation that meets your needs, saving you time and money at no extra cost to you. And once you've booked things like tickets or hotels, you can use them as much or as little as you need to plan subsequent things, like fast passes or dining reservations or anything else for your vacation. You can request a no-obligation quote at themagicforless.com and an agent will get back to you immediately. This series is also brought to you by theMouseForLess.com, your #1 destination for Disney news and updates. There is so much information there to help you plan your Disney vacation, things such as resort guides and restaurant information, and you can find it all at theMouseForLess.com. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see y'all real soon.